When a 3-hour show that is jam-packed like Raw is cut to 2 hours, naturally some eyebrows are going to raise. People are going to be concerned. They're going to be debating. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? The point is, it may not be a good thing or a bad thing. It's just what it is. And they may have a way to work around this, right? And this video is all about the changes we can expect in regards to a 2-hour Raw, right? So let's not panic. Perhaps the WWE knows what they are doing. Our assumption is that there's so many people on Raw, you know? What are they gonna do with just a 2-hour show? You know, you have CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, you have the entire Judgment Day, you have Chad Gable, the entire American Made, you have Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker. You have the Alpha Academy, although they're not really that active. You have the entire women's division. You know, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest. You know, how are you going to pack all of this in a 2-hour show? And I think the thing is that they're not going to. You're not going to see all of them every week. Basically, what's going to happen is this. We did not see the Judgment Day last night on Raw, right? So we're probably going to see the Judgment Day next week. And whoever we saw this week, we won't see next week. So stories will be stretched out more, right? You'll get a breather every now and then. And in turn, every episode could be a little more fresh. You never know. Every Monday won't be the same. So that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is it sucks we won't see everyone every week. And that's true. That is one way to look at it. Yet it's just so ironic how Raw, being just so jam-packed, we're worried about the fact that 2 hours won't be enough. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we have SmackDown, which is going to be 3 hours soon from 2 hours. And over there, we're like, okay, they have Bloodline, they have Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, but is 3 hours too much for SmackDown? Right? Even in this case, I'm sure the WWE has a solution, right? They're going to be picking up this Bloodline story. The Rock is back. Jimmy Uso is back. I'm sure Jey Uso will have a role to play. And maybe even Sami Zayn, you know, I don't know. But anyways, lots of changes going on. And I like change. It's just a matter of how you maneuver the change. And I'm sure, hopefully, the WWE knows what they're doing. And that brings me to this episode of Raw. Right, so this episode of Raw was our first 2-hour episode of Raw after a long time. Yeah, we did not see everyone, and that's totally okay. However, it's very interesting to notice how the WWE is clearly trying to maneuver this new 2-hour format. Right, within the first like 20 minutes, we had CM Punk come out. He cut out a promo from the entrance. He thanked the fans and he just spoke about his match, how he's all beaten up, how he doesn't know when he'll be back and all that stuff. Then Seth Rollins comes out. He says what he says. Then Jey Uso comes out and we go straight into the match between Jey Uso and Xavier Woods. Literally within the first like 20-something minutes, we're seeing all this action. After the match, Jey Uso retains his Intercontinental Championship and we see a potential heel turn by Xavier Woods. And then Braun Breaker comes out, spears Jey Uso. So the whole sportsmanship that Braun Breaker showed last week is obviously questionable. Right, so now what do we get in the first 30 minutes? We get CM Punk, we get Seth Rollins, we get Jey Uso, we get Xavier Woods, we get Kofi Kingston, we get Braun Breaker. Right, so they're moving faster, I guess. This has to do with the 2-hour structure, right? Or it's just this Monday night, right? I don't know. But I noticed that we had the women's division go at it in the ring. And when I mean women's division, I literally mean like a bunch of them just filling the ring, you know, 2 hours, you know, we got to just bring them all out to the ring, right? So we definitely saw that they're trying to make it as jam-packed as possible. We saw an interesting match between Sheamus and Pete Dunne. You know, they're definitely having more of these different sort of matches, and that was a nice little brawl. Sheamus ultimately wins that match, so we get to see Sheamus, Pete Dunne. Like I mentioned, the Judgment Day was not there today, so no Rhea Ripley, no Damian Priest. And literally none of those Judgment Day guys, except Liv Morgan and Dom Mysterio, did come for some time, but then they left. You know, that was a little hint. It's like, just for the sake of it, you know, let's just have them come in, whatever. If you watch the episode, you'll know what I mean. But clearly, you're not going to see everyone every week. The main event between Sami Zayn and Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, this was a great match. It gave us those WrestleMania vibes where we feel, oh man, Sami Zayn, will he do it? Will he do it? Obviously, in the back of our head, we knew Gunther is going to retain the championship, but it's still fun to watch. Just Sami Zayn just giving it his all. Unfortunately, Gunther also gives it his all. And it was a great match, fun match, good main event. Ultimately, Sami Zayn does not win. Gunther wins, and now at the Crown Jewel, it's going to be Gunther versus Cody Rhodes, and that is going to be a very, very unique, exciting match to watch. Speaking of which, Cody was there on Raw. Man, that was a nice little surprise for the fans there, especially the live audience. Cody Rhodes, they showed him in the backstage a couple times, but then he comes out at the end right before Raw goes off air. So overall, this was a good episode of Raw, even though it was just 2 hours, you know? And it's yet to be seen whether this 2-hour thing works or whether 3 hours was better. But I'm sure, like I said, the WWE will maneuver a way to get things done. They will stretch things out, you know, weekly. They'll come up with some manner of balancing the plots. You won't see everyone every week. But overall, hopefully, in terms of the structure, we will get some cohesive storytelling. It's just, we have to see it. It wasn't as bad as I mean, I didn't really think it was going to be bad. I just thought it was going to be different. And it is different, right? People are going to debate. Let's just see what happens. It's a change. A change can be good. It can be bad. It's just, I see how it could work and not be so bad. All right, guys, well, that's that. Please do share, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, peace out. Bye.